At first I thought it was just him being nervous after I brought my baby home. I had a difficult pregnancy, and my brother was always taking care of Truffle while I was at the hospital. Truffle is a 5-year-old Alsatian, and I have had him since I was 19, and he was a pup. When I brought baby James home, he was very protective of us, not leaving the baby's side. But there was one strange thing. He would bark repeatedly every time I went near the guest bedroom. I didn't pay much attention at first. I paid a lot less attention than I should have. But I have go past it to go to the bathroom, and he seemed to get louder and louder than the last time. It was getting really annoying, and I would just avoid using that bathroom unless I needed a shower. I started to get really anxious about it though, so much so that I moved the baby's cot into my room, out of fear for his safety. Truffle never barked, especially not like that. The last time he had barked in a specific spot, someone broke into my grandmother's house. Lucky enough, Truffle scared the intruder out of the house the moment he walked in. I was so stressed with the baby already, balancing my time between taking care of the baby and taking care of the dog, that I put a padlock on each of the doors in the house to put my mind at ease. It took a lot to drag him away from the door into the room with me and the baby, and when I did, he would sit next to me whimpering and trembling. I was struggling to sleep a lot. I was lucky if I got 2 hours of sleep a night. I kept speaking to my dad over the phone, both because we had a special, loving bond and to keep myself sane. I was scared to leave the room when it wasn't light out. This is just silly, I said to myself. I so badly wanted to open the door to that dreaded room, but each time I tried, I would tremble and sob, making the dog bark and the baby cry. It was like the king domino effect. I hadn't left the house in a month. I had been ordering food and shopping straight to my door, which I was afraid to answer. After a while, I decided enough was enough. I would open the guest bedroom door. That is the biggest mistake I have made in my life. Once more I was trembling as I slowly creeped towards it. It felt wrong. It all felt so wrong. The dog barked and even stood in front of me as I was about to turn the knob. I fell to the floor and it all went black. "Hello, madam. I'm a paramedic. I'm here to help." That was what I woke up to. The words went blank as my ears rang. I could make them out, but they meant nothing to me. It took me about 2 whole minutes before the realization hit. Whoa, where's my son? My baby. What did you do to him? My heart began to race and my lungs were working overtime. "Ma'am, your baby is ock. Your neighbor called and your son is with your father." I couldn't believe what was happening. This had to be some kind of joke. I looked around me. I was at the bottom of the stairs, in incredible pain, and someone was holding my sweet, beloved Truffle by the scruff of his neck as he begged to be let free. "Let go of my dog. Let go of him," I cried. "What happened to me?" "You had a nasty fall, Ens Carpenter. You need to calm down so we can get you into the ambulance." I took a few deep breaths and then agreed to be put on the board. I looked straight up at the ceiling, and what I saw horrified me. There, written in red paint, were the words, "You shouldn't have opened the door. Victoria." I nearly choked on my vomit, then passed out again. When I woke up, I was in a hospital bed. A doctor wearing a white coat walked in. "You're lucky to be alive, Ens Carpenter. You punctured a lung and broke a few bones falling down the stairs, then were stabbed by a deranged man living in your guest bedroom. If it weren't for that brilliant dog of yours, you would be dead." I was letting it all sink in when I saw something in the window behind the doctor's shoulder. There, standing in the window, was a lanky man wearing a maroon suit, with a disturbing ear-to-ear grin, waving at me.